Hello, good people of the YTPC. This is Respectable Piper here. We're out here in the Everglades off of Alligator Alley. I'm waiting for a buddy of mine, early morning. And before he gets here, I'm going to do a quick review. I decided to go with Cornell and Deal Exhausted Rooster today. So, the way I received this was in flake fashion. I'm gonna read off of the tobacco reviews for context. This is the C&D annual blend for the 2008 Chicago show. It's a tasty flake of Virginia's, dark fired burley, and a dash of Perique. When I was reading about this, I got real excited about it, and I'm looking forward to it. So, the brand is Cornell and Deal. The blender is Tony Tarler. It's a Virginia Burley blend. The contents is Kentucky, Perique, and Virginia. There is a liquor flavoring. It's medium strength. Flavoring none detected. Room note pleasant to tolerable. Taste is medium to full. I usually like to read a little bit about the review, but I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit here about this blend. Virginias have a tangy dark fruit, a light tart and tangy citrus note, hint of grass and bread along with some earth and wood. Dark Fire Kentucky offers the earthy, floral, slightly nutty, woody, vegetative, herbal, sour spiciness, and it's aided in the latter category by a plummy, raisiny, peppery Perique. The burleys are earthy, woody, toasty, and nutty, not very sweet. The various flavors are more noticeable at different times, here and there, but the spice, the Virginia sweetness, wood, earth, and nuts are omnipresent. It does seem to smooth out a little after the halfway point. Nick hit is stronger than one usually finds in a medium strength product. It won't bite or get harsh, but it does sport a few small rough edges. There are several ways to pack a broken flake. And then it goes on to talk about that. Burn rate lessens. The degree of moisture left in the bowl isn't much. Most of the time it burns cool and clean. So, it's a fresh bowl here in a Missouri Meerschaum, as usual lately. And let's go ahead and try to light this thing. As I'm lighting it, I'm picking up on that top case immediately. It's like a chocolate almost. Very pleasant. Let's see how we doing this here. I'm not used to any tobaccos that, well, it's not that I'm not used to them, but casings. I don't usually smoke tobaccos that have casings, but it is an interesting phenomenon. It kind of coats the mouth. Wonder how y'all are doing. Hope everybody's doing good out there. There's a big channel out here. I'm just looking to see if I can see any gators for you guys right away. My friend suggested this spot. He said there was a trail, but I'm not sure if there is one. Anyways. It's a complex blend. Tastes many different things. Smokes nicely, although it is just I just got it lit, so. The burn characteristic reminds me of Old Dark Fired. Pretty full flavor. Definitely get the full flavor out of it. The reason I chose to review this particular blend today, aside from how complex and interesting it sounds, is that apparently the vitamin N is pretty strong in this blend, and it's I've been really good. I haven't smoked any cigarettes for a good while now. I don't really count the days or months, but I'm doing pretty good. No tongue bite to speak of. At least not yet. This is my first smoke of the day in the morning. I don't really drink any coffee or anything like that. I had a small breakfast, some water. Definitely getting that dark fired flavor. It's kind of it's got some low end on it. You know what I mean? It's got some bass. Good easy metaphors for me is music metaphors. So if I say there's a lot of highs, mids, and lows with some bass and stuff like that, that's probably the easiest way for me to explain tobacco. Aside from like flavor, it's got a lot of flavor. It's definitely full. So far, it's staying lit nicely, easily. This would be good to be paired up with some kind of, I could see like a brandy, honestly. Uh, an expensive one. I don't drink though, anymore. But it definitely has that aged barrel type of nuttiness, kind of like a hollowed. I don't know how to explain that part of it, but the visualizations I'm getting from it is like a sphere of chocolate, and then with a with air on the inside. You ever have those chocolates where it's like kind of hollow on the inside? It's gonna be a hot day today. It's getting hotter and hotter. What are we in mid-June now? This would be good in a briar, sipping on it. Not doing much, maybe reading. This is leisure smoke, I think is what I would go with. Starting to feel the nick hit presently. Temperature is just burns pretty hot. Not too hot, of course, but it's on the upper end of the spectrum within tolerable. Uh, guess parameters is what I was saying. It would be good in a maybe a Savinelli 320, something like that, or a bent billiard, something with a little meat on it, or a bulldog of some sort. I smoke a lot of tobaccos and cobs, but I can tell when one is probably a little bit better off in a briar, a decent meaty briar. Mm. Now that it's going, I'm starting to get a little bit of the little tanginess from the. What do we got here? Virginia? Is there Virginias in there? Or maybe that's the Perique I'm tasting. Beautiful morning. I'm trying to think presently about any new presenters I've come across, and I can't think of any. There was one, but I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious about these kinds of things. But as I work, I'm so exhausted. I'm also very interested in a slew of different things. I like to watch a lot of videos about lately Iraq 8888, who he did a lot of those meltdown AK and AR-15 meltdown videos. Been into that a lot lately. I watch a lot of videos about just things I'm curious about. Animation, art, psychology. YouTube's like the new Google. You know? You learn pretty much anything on there. The flavor kind of evens out as you approach mid bowl. I'm telling you, if you drink, pair this with something. I'm biased. I would never go for vodka or rum. I was always interested in the whiskeys and the bourbons. Personally, I do think that any discerning person would be able to appreciate this kind of a pairing, that kind of pairing. I was thinking, I wonder what you guys would think if I had like a station set up, kind of like how some of the other presenters do it, where they'll have like a table in front of them and a background, mostly typically indoors. A more formal setup. Or if this works, I kind of do it as what's most convenient for me at the time. A few things that go into consideration when making a video for me is, well, I have a small living area and I live with my girlfriend when she's studying and stuff like that. She's currently going to school, and because of the whole COVID thing, you know, she's inside of the apartment online for most of it presently. And I try to be respectful so that she can retain her studies and stuff like that. Otherwise, she's not there. That's when I'm usually doing it indoors. I don't like people around too much when I'm doing my reviews. When I go out, do my hikes and stuff like that, is a good time for me to do some kind of review or just a video of some sort. Oh, there's a big hornet's nest. Not hornet, wasp. That's a wasp's nest. big one. Yeah, I can taste the woody hay, but it's not overwhelming. Mildly sweet, very mildly. Nice. I like when tobacco takes different shapes and forms as you progress through the bowls. I like my cigars the same way. I like it when they change their characteristics as you progressively smoke it. Um, that's wonderful. Mm, it's good. Yeah. Smoke lies heavy on the tongue, plenty of flavor, but not bite. Doesn't bite. When this maybe I'll show you guys a little bit of the area. I'll show you around. See here. There's just a small parking lot to the other side of me over here. Fish are jumping over here. Definitely good fishing. I almost went, I'd like to go, what you call it, metal detecting. That's what I'm thinking about doing. My dad's got a few metal detectors that are good quality, and maybe I'll do a lunt out there, see what I could find on the beach. I bet you guys like to see that. I think I'd like to see that. You know? I just gotta figure out how to get the camera, because I can't be holding the camera and a metal detector at the same time. Gotta figure that out. Fish are rolling over there. I'm not saying it's difficult to retrohale, but it's definitely pretty noisy. If that makes any sense. Another idea I think I had was maybe I could do some reading, because I do write sometimes. Read some of that. Some of it's pretty good. I got a couple of beginnings to short stories that I've made that are pretty cool. I talked to my barber about that Dominican Republic tobacco that he lent me. Man, if you see a few videos back, I reviewed it. It's strong. It's so strong. This is pretty strong. This exhausted rooster. Man, there are fish jumping around over there. As the water heats up. Well, I guess I'm going to call it for this round.